Sorry about the movement. Welcome back, people. As you can read from the title down below, I'm so giddy. Uh, I am reviewing Blood Feast 2 Uncut. Uh, Before I get into the review, though, the DVD skips. Only on one scene, and it's the scene that I wanted to see the most, other than the face rip scene. A girl getting her eyeballs gouged out. It's it starts skipping on the scene and everything, and I had to skip through two scenes in order to finish the movie, but uh, I've got an idea of what's going on, so I'm gonna keep the DVD. I'll still have it as part of my collection. I'll just, whenever I want to watch it, I'll just skip over those scenes. It was only two scenes, anyways, and the second scene was just a comedy scene. But the face rip scene, as you can see right there, is pretty gory. And to be honest, this isn't really cheaply made like the first one. The gore is excellent. It feels like it was made on a higher budget, which it was. And I'm really happy that Herschel Gordon Lewis is still kicking. Even though he's not the real godfather of gore, he he was one. He's the one of the people who brought it to the mainstream, like put it in drive-ins and everything. Um, and Blood Feast is just another fun movie from him. Whereas the first movie was unintentionally funny, this one doesn't care that it's cheap, even though it doesn't really look all that cheap other than the night for day shots. Or day for night, I mean. Uh, so, yeah, that's the cover. This cover is only on the unrated cut. It's the R-rated cut. You see the thumbnail of my review of Blood Feast 2 R-rated cut. That's what the R-rated version looks like. There's Fuad Ramses right there, and uh, it starts off. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because what's the point of saying the same thing twice? So I'll go into the gore. The first death. Well, not really death, but it's a form of torture, and you know me, I don't like torture porn, but this was brutal. He puts her hand, he puts the girl's hand into a meat grinder and starts spinning the lever, and it grinds the bones and the skin, and it looks really, really gruesome and everything. Um, and I just found myself both smiling and being like, hell yeah, to seeing the gore. Um, then the second death, which is two deaths, um, I didn't get to see. I know it involves a little ice cream scooper scooping out the eyeballs. I know that. And a girl gets stabbed, but apparently he does something else, but I don't know what he does. If I want to see that scene, I'll have to look up the German version because apparently the German version doesn't skip, and it's not the DVD, it's the manufacturer of the DVD. Because, uh, well, I don't know because there are some copies of this DVD out there that don't skip at all, but it only skips on those two scenes, and I'm like, what the hell? Um, and the other person who had this problem reviewed the movie on Amazon, and he he warned people when you buy the special edition, it will skip. He had to buy three different copies before he got one that worked. Well, had to get three different copies. Uh, he sent it back, got another one. That one skipped, so we got another one. And apparently, I haven't seen any other review, so hopefully that one worked out for him. The special features are uncut with extra gore, which isn't really a special feature, it's just part of the film. On set with Herschel Gordon Lewis. It is. It's depressing. I was imagining it was going to be him behind the camera, uh, saying the lines to the people because apparently he says lines to his actors. Behind the scenes isn't really behind the scenes at all. It's just the actors going, "Watch the film. It's gonna be cool. Watch the film. It's gonna be cool." I'm like, really? I want to at least hear like, what was it like working with Herschel Gordon Lewis? Did you get into any arguments? Were there any actresses or actors you didn't like? Did you like the person who played Fuad Ramsey? Stuff like that. But no, just get, oh, it's a good movie. It's a cool movie. You better see it. Sorry if I sounded like a hillbilly there. Didn't mean to. Deleted scenes I haven't checked out yet. Photo gallery, it's pretty good. I liked it. The original trailer. It's the cut trailer, but apparently if you buy the R-rated cut, you get the uncut trailer. So that's pretty funny. And instead of saying unrated, it says not rated, but it means the same thing. And I love the Shriek Show logo. Yeah, love it. Love it. Um, I'll probably subscribe to Rue Morgue if I ever get around to getting money, because the magazines actually do look pretty interesting. And again, I'll show off the inside. There's the discs. Not what I'm used to. I'm used to it being like a flip thing. Disc 1 on the flip thing, and disc 2 on the actual case. But it's cool. I liked it. Um, I have no problems with this film. I thought the comedy worked great, and I thought the horror worked great, even though it's not horrifying. Uh, and I will have to say something out there about Herschel Gordon Lewis. He said this was the goriest movie ever made. Really? Have you seen Dead Alive? Have you seen Evil Dead 2? Those movies are way gorier than this. And this is a pretty gory movie nonetheless, but those movies are gory as hell. Um, I should say the girls' names that get killed. We've got Misty Morning, Lacey Undies, uh, Trixie Treater, Brandy Alexander, um, and there's one more girl, and I forget her name. But Tiffany is our final girl, so yeah. And then we've got Detective Mike Myers, or Michael Myers, and Detective David Loomis. And we've got the secretary in the police station. She's actually really pretty. I liked her. And she was really funny, too. And Michael Myers, the guy who plays Michael Myers, his real name is Mike McLaughlin. He is hilarious. He's such an asshole, but you can't help but like him. He's like, "Are you a cop? Then stop trying to be a cop." And there's a part where he's picking his nose, and I'm just like, hey. But this film is just great. I had a good time, and I like it better than the first one. So, get yourself a copy of this. I hug it. This movie is awesome. So, what does it get us for an official Psychopathic1 rating? Probably a 9 out of 10. I see nothing wrong with the movie. I see something wrong with the DVD, but The DVD didn't make the movie. Uh, it's just a way to see the movie, so it's not the movie's fault. So the DVD is just yeah. But if I want to see the gore scene, I'll just look it up on the internet at some point. But other than that, I'll just skip over those two scenes. But get this movie. It's well worth the $2, which came out to be $6, and it lives up to the title. Is this all you can eat? And it's got a rating from Harry Knowles. And on the back, this one's for you, Matt. Since I know you like Joe Bob Briggs, he actually commented on this film. He said, "Yes, the man's still got it. Herschel Gordon Lewis still doing things the drive-in way after all these years. So 9 out of 10. Definitely a seal of approval from Psychopath1. Even though that doesn't matter to a lot of people, just everybody has their own opinion, and a lot of people liked it, and a lot of people hated it. This movie, but I liked it. I'm glad to have it as part of my collection, and I'm glad I bought it. Brand new, even though it skips, it's still a fun movie to watch. Oh, and I, I guess here's the thing. Why it gets a 9 out of 10. I didn't like rock. I don't like rockabilly music, and that's the soundtrack for this movie, sung by Southern Culture on the Skids. All the music is. Um, it's rockabilly music, and I've just never been a huge fan of that. I like rock and roll, heavy metal, rap metal, a little bit of gangster rap. I'm not a really big fan of rap, anyways, but gangster rap's alright. Um, and uh, some soft rock is okay. Um, I'm not a big fan of country. Never been a huge fan of pop. Uh, but I've also never been a fan of rockabilly. But other than that one thing, this movie rocks. And Fuad Ramses, aka J.P. Delahousaye, hopefully I pronounced the name right. You are a terrific actor, man. And this is his first movie, so give this man some props. He did a really excellent job playing Fuad Ramses III. So, anyways, I'm out. I'm kind of hungry. Just kidding. Uh, but this film, fun movie, fun times, and most of all, fun to see a Herschel Gordon Lewis film in the 2000s. 2001, to be exact, is when it was made, but it didn't get released until 2002. So, 2002 is the year this came out, so that's what I'm going to put. So, anyways, might as well show off this picture. Finger food, aka the finger sandwiches. So, peace. Hopefully you all enjoyed the review. I'm out. Psychopath1, signing off.